Hello everyone and welcome back to Love to Inspired Handmade with Christina. Today is February 20th of 2026 and I am going to share with you a fun fold card that's called the Arrowhead card. Now for the most part this little guy can be tricky, but I think I figured it out. So it's super cute. It gives a different way. It stands really nice too when it's up on the card, of course, or up on the desk. It is going to be using the Easter basket and the Easter Joy Designer Series paper and stamp set. Super cute. It's great to go ahead and get ahead of your Easter cards if you send those out, and maybe you're just in love with the fun fold and you have another little bundle that you can check out along with it. If you're just jumping on, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, ring that bell, and hey, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts or where you're from. But anyway, I'm gonna quit joshing and jabbing and turn the camera down for you. And we are gonna get started. Now the first thing that you're gonna need is get you a bone folder, a pencil, and you're gonna need that paper trimmer because, yeah, I'm gonna zoom this out just a little bit so that you can for sure see all the things and as we do this, and then I'll come back down closer for you. And if my room is echoing, that's because it is so getting empty for me packing and getting ready for a new adventure of moving. So yes. You want to start out, I'm using some Flirty Flamingo cardstock. It is just your basic 8.5 by 5 1/4, and then you're going to square it at 4 1/4. And then I have just a basic white sheet of cardstock. Now you can use any kind of neutral, whatever matches your designer paper or cardstock that you're using, but it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then this beauty here, look at that. This is going to be 5 1/4 by 4 as well. This is part of the Easter Joy Designer Series paper. It has a whole bunch of different cute designs. And not only does it have cute designs, I love that one side of it is almost like photo paper is what it reminds me of. And then the other side is the matte feel, but it has really cute designs on it. So first that you're gonna do is take your cardstock, and you're going to use what to do with my pencil because this is very important. Let me come down to my chair so that way I can hopefully, I don't think I need this open. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Let me move it down just one notch. Did I stop it? Oh gosh. Okay, sorry y'all. Here we go. So I want to move this up so that you can see it. I have that sitting there. I'll get situated in just a second. So what you're going to do is take your piece of cardstock, and on your one end just kind of make a tick mark at the 2 3/4 mark. So go ahead and line it up at the 2 3/4 and just use your little pencil and make you a little dot right there down in the center where you can see it. Sorry about that. So you'll make a little mark right down there in the center, and then you're going to use your score blade. And now if you have one of them scoring boards, if you have a paper trimmer that has a score on it, it might be a little easier to use. So then that way you don't bump off of your thing. This will hold it into place. So I'm going to take from that 2 3/4 mark and go all the way up to this corner here. Okay. And then I'm going to do that again on the opposite side. So flip it over and take it from your corner here and go all the way down to that little tick mark. And that way you have your first little arrow center, just like so. Okay, now don't worry, that's little marks there so that you can erase it right off. No worries. All right, so you should have your little arrow point right here in the middle of your card. Now you're going to take your next fold. When you do this, you're going to start from your little corner that you have up here at the top, and you move this one. Let me make sure I'm doing that right. Yes, I believe so. And I'm going to move this one. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm telling you. Nope, I'm not telling you right. Okay, so you're going to go from this corner here at the bottom, the same little tick mark, but you're going to line this end up at the 3/4 mark. Sorry, 3/4. So you'll take it and it will go 3/4. So you'll have just a little thing, but it kind of comes into the point there. And then you turn it over, and then you're going to do the same thing on this end. So you'll take this point. Let's see if I can see where I'm going here. And I'm taking that line and I'm lining it up and come down just enough. Well, okay, there's my half. There's my 3/4. All right, now you have your two little marks. Now this is where the Bonefolder comes in at. So to mark your marks, go ahead and take your first fold and you'll fold that down using your Bonefolder, and then you'll do that again with your other flap. Now I have this the opposite direction, so let me turn it, because it's gonna go in where it looks like this, okay? Now I'm gonna do the other side. Maybe I'll do it the right way for you this time. And then fold this one in, just like that. So now you can glue these down if you don't want the flaps to move. I just kind of left mine open. Now I'm gonna take and fold my half here, just like so. Okay, so that's how you have your little flap. Now I'm gonna set this to the side just for a second, and I want to get my paper trimmer back out. So your designer series paper, you're going to get it out because now you want to cut this part of your card out, and on the inside you'll also have the little flaps here. So that's how I'm going to show you how to cut that real fast. So you'll get your pencil, and now you're going to line it up and go and make another little, let me come up here where you can see, you're going to make another little tick mark at the 2 5/8. And you're going to just mark it right here and mark it right there. That way you kind of know where your center is to your designer paper. This time though, you're going to cut it, not score it. So take your tick mark all the way up to your cutting point up here at the top corner. Well, see. And then slide that one on the side, and then just turn it and do the same thing on this side. All right. And if you love this suite or this bundle as much as I do, you guys, free shipping is going on. I think today is like the last day, so you can jump on to my online store and shop and get this bundle and or anything else that is on your list of getting your supplies up. Free shipping is always a great time to, you know, stock up on designer paper or your adhesives, all the things. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to attach it to the card. And see, it ends up fitting right where you need it to, right there in the center. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let me find my glue. Now I kind of switched it over because this is the side I used the first time. And if you have pattern paper that has an up or down design on it, just make sure that when you're cutting it, you do it in the right direction. But if you go onto my store at Love to Inspired Handmade, .stampin Up .net. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Scary. You can go find this suite. So you definitely want to make sure you check that out. And then these will go on each corner of my basic white piece, because this goes on the inside, just like so. Dun, da, da. And then let me cute. I love it. And it has the perfect little lineup. Next, I want to take some stamps from the Easter basket bundle. Now in this bundle, I'm going to be pulling this little guy out. I believe it's this one. I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use the little tulip and the little Easter egg and Hello Spring. So I already die cutted these out though, so then that way, just to save a little bit of time. So I'm gonna have these sitting here so I can get stuff. And see, in the dies, you can get that cute little Easter basket. Isn't that adorable? Okay, but before we start stamping all that, I wanna stamp the inside of this first, and then we will attach him to our card. I'm gonna put him right down here in the center. I do have a few blends with me that I will be coloring with. So let's get this set back up. I brought all this over here knowing that I was bringing my little glass sheet over. I hope everybody has had a wonderful week. There we go. All right, now we're back in business. I hope y'all have had a wonderful week so far. I've had a great week. I have been super busy, but I'm loving our early spring weather. I know we'll have a little bit more cold come through, but the sunshine has been amazing. So I'm using some Shy Shamrock because it matches perfectly with this. And I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo Stampin' Blend. This is probably the darker one, but I wanted it to be a little bright. It's spring, it's cheery. I love all the things with it. See? Cuteness. Okay, so let's add this. Promise we're coming in to a landing here. I love simple cards though, right? Like, they give the wow factor of complication, but they are simple. So we have that, and then you fold this back down, and now I'm going to assemble all of my other stuff. So let me put my bunny and stuff over here, and we will stamp all of that real quick. I'm going to do my little Easter egg first. Well, let me get it closer to my eyes. And then we'll put the Easter bunny down. This is such a cute stamp set. I've really had fun creating with it. And now, what do we have left? Hello, spring. Spring is in the air. Okay. Now all we got to do is assemble and color. What? So I'm going to be taking my Flirty Flamingo, and we're going to color him first, or use it to color with first. You get it over here to where you can see what we're doing. See how bright that is? It's so pretty. I love that. And then I'm just going to color this real fast for you. Before I do any more, I'm going to go ahead while I have this marker out, and I'm going to color these little pieces on my bunny. I used some crumb cake here to color him, or cut him out, not color him. Then we'll take some, wrong end, we will take some Daffodil Delight. It's just a little bit brighter of a yellow color, so I wanted to give all the bright pop to this. And then some balmy blue. The longest part is coloring, I know, but it's also super tranquilic if you like to color. So we have that, we have that, we have that. Now let's color this little bunny, and I'm using some crumb cake here to color him in, just like so. So let's do that really fast. And usually, a lot of times when I'm using this, I like to outline just little fades and give some shadow to the little rabbit. But I thought, you know, let's go ahead and add a little color. Let's go around this so I maybe don't color over the top of it. Thought it would be cute to give him some little rosy cheeks, because he's just a sweet little bunny. Are y'all excited for spring? How is the weather where you're at? Are you getting like snow? I know my aunt, she recently got quite a bit of snow in her area, and outside of our little ice storm that we had a couple of weeks ago, we have had some pretty beautiful weather. Again, I do love my sunshine. All right, da, da, da. Almost have this. We're coming in for a landing with that. Perfect. So cute. All right, so let's assemble our little basket real quick, right? Let me stay where I'm in the camera, and we will put this down. Just like so. Okay. Now we will take this and add it to the top. Now let me put the camera back down just a smidgen for a minute. And we will assemble the little rabbit just like this. So put him however you want to set him down on there, and then let me take my glue and we will attach him to the front of the card. Now you can use some dimensionals if you want. I just feel like with it being an arrow card that it kind of already gets a lot. It already has all the stuff it needs, so. All right. Next, add your sentiment down here at the bottom. Get your little bunny, your little Easter egg. Stick it over here. And I love this ribbon. It's the balmy blue, but it's like a gingham. Isn't that pretty? Love it. So I'm gonna get me a little glue dot and add it just down here to the bottom. Isn't that so cute? And last but not least, go ahead and grab these beautiful little fun embellishments. They so go with this really well. I love the little pink ones too, because then they're in the shape of a little Easter egg, and they're just cute. If you haven't gotten them yet, you should check them out. Okay, ta-da, we did it. We have came in for a landing. This is your card. Isn't that cute? Love it. So let me flip it over in case I'm on the wrong side here for you. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed and you get in there and you start creating your very own. You have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed, be safe, and I will be back next Friday, February 27th, 2026. I can't believe it's the last Friday already. And make sure that you go into the descriptions and check out my links if you have any questions. I am always available to answer anything that you have questions for. And so keep creating, and y'all be blessed.